On a quiet night in Ocilla, Georgia, a beloved high school teacher vanished, leaving behind a trail of unsettling clues. Tara Grinstead, known for her kindness and dedication, was last seen on October 26, 2005. The following morning, her absence raised immediate concerns, but what investigators uncovered would baffle the town for years. A locked door, a broken lamp, and an abandoned car hinted at something far more sinister than a simple disappearance. Authorities searching her home discovered a single latex glove lying in the yard, a detail that seemed out of place. Inside, nothing appeared stolen, yet her purse and keys were missing. The scene felt incomplete, as if someone had carefully erased the crucial details of that night. Despite exhaustive efforts, no arrests were made, and the case grew colder with each passing year. Speculation ran wild, but every theory led to a dead end. Was this the work of someone she knew? Did she leave voluntarily, or was she taken against her will? As time stretched on, her name became a haunting reminder of a mystery that refused to be solved. The town of Ocilla, once filled with hope for answers, slowly resigned itself to silence. Then, more than a decade later, a shocking confession shattered the illusion that this case would remain unsolved forever. A man stepped forward, claiming to know what happened on that fateful night. His story unraveled secrets buried for years, exposing a truth that no one had expected. What really happened to Tara Grinstead? Why did it take over 10 years to uncover the truth? The answers are as chilling as the crime itself, and by the end of this investigation, the full story will be revealed. A dedicated educator and former beauty queen, Tara Grinstead was more than just a familiar face in Ocilla, Georgia. At 30 years old, she had built a life centered around her passion for teaching at Irwin County High School. Her students admired her enthusiasm, and her colleagues respected her commitment to education. Beyond the classroom, she was deeply involved in local events, always eager to support her community in any way she could. On October 22, 2005, Tara spent her evening at a local beauty pageant, a place where she had once competed and now guided young contestants with the same grace and confidence she was known for. After the event, she joined a small gathering at a friend's house, enjoying the company of people she trusted. By 10:00 p.m., she returned home, ending what seemed to be an ordinary night. That was the last time anyone saw her. By the following morning, concerns began to rise as calls went unanswered, and her routine was disrupted. What happened after she stepped inside her house remains a mystery, one that would grip an entire town and leave investigators searching for answers in a case that refused to be forgotten. Concern grew when Tara Grinstead did not show up for work on Monday morning. Calls to her phone went unanswered, and those who knew her sensed something was wrong. A concerned neighbor decided to check on her, hoping to find a simple explanation. What they discovered only deepened the mystery. Her car sat untouched in the driveway, unlocked, yet there was no sign of Tara. The front door remained locked, but inside, something felt off. A broken lamp lay on the floor, an indication that a struggle may have taken place. Her purse and keys, essential items she would never leave without, were missing. Strangest of all, a single latex glove was found outside in the yard, an item with no clear reason for being there, but one that would later become a crucial piece of evidence. Despite these unusual details, there were no signs of forced entry, no ransacked rooms, and no immediate clues pointing to what had happened. Tara Grinstead had vanished without a trace, leaving behind a scene that raised more questions than answers. Investigators searched for anything that could explain her sudden disappearance, but the house provided few clues. How could someone disappear so completely without a struggle loud enough for neighbors to hear? And why did it seem as though she had simply stepped out, never to return? The truth remained elusive, locked within a case that would baffle authorities for years to come. Detectives spent years chasing every lead, but each one led to another dead end. Some speculated that Tara Grinstead had left willingly, choosing to walk away from her life. However, those closest to her dismissed this idea entirely. She had plans for her future, deep roots in the community, and no history of wanting to disappear. Investigators could not find a single piece of evidence to support the theory that she had left on her own accord. Attention soon turned to her past relationships. Could an ex-boyfriend have been involved? Some of the men in her life were questioned, but nothing pointed to foul play. Background checks, interviews, and even polygraph tests failed to uncover any evidence linking them to her disappearance. Without physical proof or strong suspicion, this line of inquiry eventually faded. The possibility of a random abduction seemed more plausible. Yet there were no clear signs of a break-in or struggle. The fact that her front door was locked suggested she may have known her abductor. Despite national media coverage and extensive searches, the case grew colder with each passing year. No suspects, no answers. Only a mystery that refused to be solved. For more than a decade, Tara Grinstead's disappearance remained an unsolved mystery. Then, in 2017, an unexpected confession changed everything. Bo Dukes came forward with a disturbing revelation. His friend, Ryan Duke, had been responsible for Tara's murder. After years of speculation, the truth was finally beginning to surface, and the details were more chilling than anyone had imagined. According to Bo, Ryan had broken into Tara's home with the intent to rob her. The situation escalated, and he ended up strangling her to death. In the aftermath, Ryan turned to Bo for help in covering up the crime. Together, they transported Tara's body to a remote pecan orchard, where they burned the remains in an attempt to destroy all evidence. For years, they kept their secret, watching as the case remained cold. When law enforcement confronted Ryan Duke, he initially admitted to the crime, offering investigators the confession they had been searching for. But in a sudden twist, he later recanted his statement, throwing the case into uncertainty once again. The confession had cracked the case open, but lingering questions remained. Was Ryan truly the killer, or was there more to the story than what had been revealed? In 2019, Bo Dukes faced the consequences of his actions, receiving a 25-year prison sentence for his role in covering up the crime. However, the man accused of murdering Tara, Ryan Duke, remained in legal limbo. His trial was repeatedly delayed, leaving the community in suspense. Years passed before the case finally went to jury in 2022, reigniting public interest in the mystery that had haunted Ocilla for so long. When the long-awaited verdict was delivered, it sent shockwaves through those following the case. Ryan Duke was acquitted of murder, found guilty only of concealing a death, a charge that carried a significantly lighter sentence. This unexpected outcome left many questioning whether the full truth had truly been uncovered or if justice had somehow slipped through the cracks once again. Even with a trial and convictions, doubts linger over what really happened that night. Were all the right people held accountable? Did the jury reach the correct conclusion? The case of Tara Grinstead remains one of the most debated in recent history, with lingering questions that may never be fully answered. Even with arrests, trials, and confessions, crucial details about Tara Grinstead's disappearance remain uncertain. Did Ryan Duke truly act alone, or was someone else involved in her tragic fate? The official narrative suggests a robbery gone wrong, but doubts persist. Was there an undisclosed motive that authorities never uncovered? As time moves forward, Those who seek justice cannot help but wonder if all the pieces of this puzzle were ever truly put together. Evidence played a pivotal role in solving the case. Yet many believe key information may still be missing. Could there be overlooked details, forgotten witnesses, or hidden proof that could change the case entirely? The discovery of a single latex glove cracked open an investigation that spanned over a decade. If one small clue led to a breakthrough, it raises the unsettling possibility that something else, yet undiscovered, could finally bring complete closure. For years, Tara Grinstead's vanishing cast a shadow over her small Georgia town, turning a close-knit community into the backdrop of one of the most perplexing cases in American history. Despite courtroom verdicts and public scrutiny, the debate surrounding her murder continues. Was justice fully served, or will new revelations one day rewrite the story once more? Until then, the mystery of Tara Grinstead lingers, haunting, unresolved, and still demanding answers. Tara Grinstead's case remains one of the most haunting unsolved mysteries, leaving behind questions that may never be fully answered. Do you believe Ryan Duke was truly responsible? Or is there another piece of the puzzle still missing? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective could add to the ongoing discussion surrounding this case. If you found this investigation compelling, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Crime Vault TV for more gripping true crime stories. Every case holds a secret, and together we uncover the truth. Stay vigilant, stay curious, and we will see you in the next case.